Hi everybody, this is Dale. Welcome to Not Too Shabby Chic. Today I am joining in on Angela's with Meet the Schrads hashtag December Daily to Restore You challenge. And I am woefully late, but I just haven't had a chance to do it yet. So I am doing my first one today, and we'll try to catch up as best I can. If not, you know what? I'll do what I can when I can, and you could do the same. So this is created by Angela. She has 3 sheets or more of prompts that you can select from. So please, if you want to participate, use the hashtag December Daily to Restore You in your social media posts or what other posts you do, and include I can't even talk, include the hashtag and link her channel. That way she can find you, and so can we. If you're participating, we'd love to see what you're doing. Now, what she's doing, she started out to create a box of oversized journal cards using 5x7 index cards. Her index cards were actually the index files that had the little file folder tab on it. But you can use those. You can use just a 5x7 index card. You could use a 4x6 index card, whatever you want to use. And then a bonus Rolodex card each day in December on her YouTube channel. You can use similar items in the prompts she uses, or choose your own prompts and bases. I mean, you don't even have to use the index cards. You can use whatever you want. You do not need to make the items she makes in order to participate. The goal is for everyone to learn, admire, and follow one another via the hashtag, so we all benefit from all the innovative projects we share and ideas that each of us has. So she's choosing 3 prompts each day for the channel, and she's been putting those up. There are 93 prompts for the challenge and a bonus page of prompts if you need or want more inspiration, and you can purchase those in her Etsy store. I will link her channel below where she announced this, and you can get all the details from her so that I don't misspeak something. And I will also link her channel. This is fun. I've never done a December daily. I'm also doing a hashtag challenge with creating with Jovi for December weekly. And I have done one of those, which was this past Monday, was our first one. We post every Monday. So it's my first time to do either one. So it is a challenge because I just can't do a video every day, or not just, and that takes time, but creating a card and Rolodex every day either. I work full time, so it's just a challenge for me. So I decided, you know what, I'll do what I can. So I've got all the prompts in this cute little basket folded up, and I drew 3 already because I did not want you to have to watch me fiddle around trying to find something to do. So let me see if there was any other housekeeping things I wanted you to know. And Angela says the rules is there are no rules. So feel free to be creative and do what you feel you want to do. So first of all, I bought these a long time ago because I love the vintage look of them. Didn't pay a bit of attention what it said. Loved the thing. It was on clearance. Bought them. And it's "We're getting married. Save our date." Well, I doubt I can use that very often. I love this part. So they are exactly 5x7. So I thought I will use these. I don't have quite enough for every day in December, but that doesn't matter because I doubt that I'll do every day in December. But the main thing for this December daily is not journaling per se, although you can. The goal is to have journaling cards in your stash. Of course, I have all these. There's like 23, I believe. And I'm using these. They're the same size as a Rolodex card. They're a little thicker. I like them. I'm using them. Another thing you can use is a Christmas card. The back of a Christmas card or the front of one. This one is the same size. It's the back because I tore off the front. Exactly 5 by 7. So once you cover up the index card, you're not going to know it's an index card. So anything, you know, so if you like to repurpose and recycle, use the backing of a Christmas card where you've used the front for something else. Use something like this that you might have in your stash. You could also just cut it out of cardstock 5 by 7. Whatever size you want to do and however you want to do it. I also have some printed journaling pages from a digital kit. I do not recall whose this is because it's old, but I measured. It's 5 inches close enough wide and a little too long, so I can just, you know, chop off and make it fit. And then another idea you might could use, and I had a bunch of these, don't know, I think I got them at a thrift store. They're a little flimsy, so I'm going to glue 2 together, and they're a little too long. They're 8 by 5, so I can leave them 8 by 5 and do that, or I can just trim that off, whatever I want to do and feel like doing in the moment. So that was just so you would know some ideas, and use what you have. Don't run out and buy anything unless you just want to. You certainly can do that. I am trying to use up things that I have because I have more things to use than anyone could possibly imagine. So I'm just saying. So anyway, I drew my prompts already. The other thing I'm going to do, by the way, is this is day 1. I'm going to do day 2 on the back. So my journal cards are going to be front and back, and they are not going to be journaling worthy because I'm not going to have journaling space on them. What I will use them for is just a cute floating tag to put in journals. Now there may be days that I leave journaling space on, like I could cover that up and leave that as journaling space and do over this, you know. And then on the back, I could leave some space there. We just don't know what I'm liable to do. So anyway, let's see. My prompts were holiday memory, candle, and greenery. So those were the 3 things for today's card. So the first thing I want to do is cover this. I kind of like that, but I don't like covering part of it, not all of it. So I'm just covering it all, and I'm going to use it this way. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm not putting mine in a box. I am going to take a ring, one of those hinged rings, and I'll have to find one because I don't have one handy. But I'm going to show you what I mean. I got this at an estate sale, and she used these big cards. Let's see, are those 5 by 7? Yeah, these playing cards. If you have the oversized jumbo playing cards, totally use those. Never thought of that. So I'm going to do mine like this. I'm going to have them on a ring. That way I can have them at the ready when I need them, and I can always cover up the hole if I don't like the hole, or use it as a tag and tie some fabric through it. But that's what I'm going to do with mine when I'm done, and I'll show you guys the finished product. And I don't know if I'm going to get 31 or not. We'll just see. Might take a while since I'm not doing them every day, right? Okay, so the first thing I want to do is turn it this way, and I want to cover it with this cool tissue paper that I got. Don't remember where, if it was in my stash or on a gift. I have no clue. I'm sorry if you gave it to me, comment below. But anyway, I am going to glue it on here because I love that. It looks vintage, which I love. So here we go. I'm going to use my Yoo-Hoo glue stick. And we're going to glue this puppy down. And if it weren't for doing it on camera, I would probably also sew around my card because I love sewing things. And I may or may not do that later off camera. I don't have it set up right now where I can do both, or even like kind of do it and pause the video because I can't get to it right now because I'm working from home and this is my lunch break. So here we go. I got the Yoo-Hoo on here, and let's put this down. I don't mind if it's wrinkly. I don't want it super wrinkly, but a few wrinkles are good. So we'll get it. See there? One good thing about Yoo-Hoo is I can pick it up and replace it. Now, see, look, see, this is a mess that I am making, just so you see that everybody does not craft perfectly. I certainly don't, which is part of the reason I haven't done many videos, because I make a mess. So let's try this again. You know what? Why don't I do it this way? Might be smarter. Comedy of errors, comedy of errors. Okay, let's see. We can get this close to the top. Yes, we can. Let's do it. I should have done it this way to begin with. Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to burnish it so it will stick good. And I see where a couple of spots aren't glued very well, so just stick some glue on there. And there's another spot right there. So I want to make sure I've got it glued down good. Here we go. And I can re-glue the very the edges after I cut it. So there's that. Now I want to do this. And it's okay if it's off the edges. Not a problem. But it better act right. It's already trying to lift right there. Okay. Where did that come from? Okay. So we have a few little wrinkles, which I kind of like those little squiggly ones. Okay, mercy. Isn't that cute with the tissue paper? I love this tissue paper. It may have come from Cracker Barrel, or not. I'm not sure. So I want to rub it around, make sure it sticks good. Oh, and you can't, okay, we won't worry about that. You can't rub too hard because that will happen. I'm okay with that. Thank goodness, right? Now, let's trim it. See if I can do that right. And if I had all the edges ripped looking, I wouldn't mind that. I would like that actually, but I didn't do it that way. So I don't want some straight and some not. So we're just going to trim it. Like that. Like that. Let's get all the paper cleaned off. Isn't that cute? Okay, I'm done. Isn't that cute? We're done. Just kidding. So we've got this glued down. Now, again, my prompts were candle, holiday memory, greenery. So, the first thing I'm going to do is, I already prepped what I wanted to do, is I have this cute vintage styled, it's not truly vintage, Christmas candles journal card that came from KB and Friends, and I think it's adorable, so I am going to glue that down. I had several different options, not as many as for the other things, for candles. I had like 3 options. I had a Christmas card. Really? Dale Renee. Dale Starling McBay. This is not my day. I'm making a mess everywhere I turn around. Oh well. So I'm gluing this down. And I had an angel with candles and a Christmas tree in her body, which would have been good for candle and greenery. So there's my candle. Now my favorite holiday memory, I have a few, but one kind of goes with 2 things. My dad is in heaven. He was the best, bar none, Santa of anyone in the world. He looked just like the Coca-Cola Santa or a Norman Rockwell type Santa. And I have a picture of him that I've used in some of I usually every year in my Christmas journals, I use this picture of him because he looks and embodies Santa. And he loved the Lord, and Santa Claus doesn't have to be so commercial and so adverse to the real meaning of Christmas as some people have a problem with. The original Saint Nick was a man in, I don't remember if it was Germany or England, but he was a real person. And he was very wealthy, and he took all his money and would, at Christmas time, go around and buy gifts for children and people that didn't have anything and leave gifts on their porch, so to speak. And that's where Santa Claus came from, a spirit of giving. And this first Saint Nick was a Christian. He loved the Lord and he wanted to help others. And that is what Christmas is about. We give because he gave first to us, the best gift ever. So that is what Santa means to me and my dad, because he embodied that as well. He would go around to airports, to nursing homes, orphanages, people's homes, it didn't matter where, with his Santa suit, and he had a huge bag that he would put toys in and have for the kids. He came to visit me once and had his Santa suit, and we went around the neighborhood, and there was one family in particular, young family, that had small children, and they didn't have hardly anything. And so he wanted to go and take them something. So we went there, and those children, I never will forget that memory of him coming in. He had these big thing of bells that he jingled real loud. And he'd ho, ho, ho. You know, he just had the best laugh and ho, ho, ho. And he was amazing. And he went in the door and gave them these toys that he pulled out of his bag. He gave each of them like 3 or 4 things. And they were toddlers, and they were just mesmerized. And the parents were just in tears. And I loved that memory. So that is my dad right here. Is he not the best looking Santa ever? Brown eyes, he had rosy cheeks. This was his real beard and mustache. Just amazing. And he would start growing his beard every year, starting probably about August or September-ish, so that he could have it grown out and ready to be Santa. And he was the best. And everyone remembered him as Santa, especially in Mount Olive, North Carolina, a little small town where he lived. And he'd go everywhere. He was in the parades, and he had this old, rusty, ugly truck, he called it. And he would ride in that and be Santa. And everybody knew him for that. And he was the Santa Claus in all the parades in his ugly truck. I think he might have a time or two rode on a float, but he liked his ugly truck. Someone else would sometimes drive, and he would sit in the back. But he loved making other people smile and giving to others. He was bigger than life, and I miss him very much. But one of my favorite holiday memories is watching my dad make other people smile by giving of himself and giving gifts to others to make sure they had a Christmas. So that is very special for me. Then with the candles, you know, Jesus is the best candle there is. He is the light of the world. So I had to have Jesus in the middle, because I'm not sure exactly where I want to place that. He's the light of the world, and that's what a candle signifies, is the light of the world, lighting up the darkness. That's what Jesus does in our hearts. He lights up the darkness that is there and turns it into light and hope and peace and love. This was from Rach and Bella Crafts and Rose at Journals in Time. I was part of their A to Z collaboration, and my letter was the letter L for light and letters and littles. So this is a wonderful kit, it's huge, that you can purchase. Then for greenery, I have this holly 3D sticker. So I think I wanted to place it something like this. I gotta remember exactly how I had it. You know, when you take things off, you don't know. Then, remembering when I was a little girl, I just loved the wonder of Christmas. My dad didn't do the Santa thing when he was very young. I don't remember exactly when he started that. I know my half-brother and sister were children, maybe, 5, 6 years old when he started that. So I was already, a teenager. But I always loved the wonder of Christmas. My mother and my dad always made it so exciting and so magical. We didn't have a lot, but I never knew we didn't. So it was wonderful to me. And I've always loved it. Christmas, it makes me feel warm and cozy inside and loved. It's just a wonderful time of year that I cherish. And mostly because of what we celebrate, the birth of Jesus Christ. Then, secondly, just, the spirit of Christmas and the giving and helping. And we should do that year round. We shouldn't just do it at Christmas, but better to do it at Christmas than not do it at all. But we give of ourselves is just as important as giving things, So I want to ink around her because I forgot to ink around the other things, which I normally would do. Let's see here. Isn't she cute? And I had, when I was a little girl, dark hair and freckles. I was a little bit pudgy, on the pudgy side when I was a toddler. So this little paper doll, and I can't remember what they're called. And I got these from Etsy, and I don't remember who's Etsy. I used tea dye stain because I didn't want it a lot, but I wanted her kind of standing there. Let's see how I had the holly kind of like that. That should. How did I want to do that? Like that, or I might have had it over here. Have her there. See, I can overthink anything, guys. You don't remember. Then I had, instead of that, I was going to put hope, because he is our hope and our light. So I kind of like that. Seems like I'm missing something. And then I have peace. Or I was going to put hope here and peace here. Maybe that's what I'll do. But I can't remember how. I don't think I like that there. I think I like, and I don't mind if it hangs off a little. It's okay. Let me see. Maybe I want her on top. I kind of like that. And then I had this little candy cane. And the story of the candy cane is very interesting because it signifies the purity is white and the blood of Jesus is the red. And I didn't look it up to get the exact story, but I want to hang it from here. And this doesn't have the little eye to hang it from, so I will probably put it on a bulb pin, or I could glue it up there. I think I'd rather have it hanging down. So anyway, so what do y'all think about that? Jesus has to go in here somewhere. Let's see. Okay, you can't cover up the Christmas candles. Grr. Maybe. Sorry, when I start thinking, I get quiet. So I can't talk and chew gum at the same time most days. All right, if I do like that and put her like that, I like it. What do y'all think? And I'll do something with this up here. Okay, this is it. This is, okay, I've got to fix her to be on there like this. And I'm going to glue, okay, let's make sure that's going to stay. Oh no, lost my pen. So the December dailies, to me, you know, you can do it for lots of things. A lot of people chronicle what they do every day in the month of December. To me, it's helpful, especially with these prompts, to just remember things and remember to be grateful and remember what all you have instead of, you know, what you don't have, or worrying about what other people have. You know, it doesn't matter to me. There are lots of things, you know, I'd like to have, But is it a necessity? No. I have the necessities. And as long as I have God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, I am rich. And I have my family and friends and you guys on YouTube. So yeah, she keeps wanting to get in front of those candles, and I just won't let her. So stop it. I'll have to clip some of her feet off because that's about where I want her, right there. Let me see. I think I wanted her on top. Kind of like that. There she goes again. Alright, I'm going to drive myself nuts. Okay. We're going for it. I'm putting the little doll on top of the holly. Like so. Now let's stick them down, guys. Sorry, I'm gluing. Gluing, 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 gluing. Yes, we are. And with art glitter glue, you better get it right the first time because you don't get any chances to rearrange. I think it looks kind of cute. And then let me cut her feet off. Okay. There we go. And then I think I like piece there, and I do want to put a little of this gold gilding paste on the words so they show up a little better. And around the edge a little bit. There. Piece. And let's put some hope in here because he's our hope. Hope does not disappoint. Excuse me one moment, guys. Sorry, my husband forgot that I'm in here, and that was very loud. So I added the gilding paste there, and I have hope here, but I'm not sure that I like that. So I might want to put hope here instead of peace. But we think with Christmas of peace on earth, goodwill towards men. So I kind of want, sorry, I kind of think I want peace up there, but the hope is so much prettier. And I can't hear y'all telling me, do it, don't do it. So I'm not sure what to do. Okay. I think I'm going to do peace. I'll save hope for another day. And then I need something to put here besides my candy cane, because it's not going to cover that very well. Let me think what I want to do. Hold on one moment, I'll be right back. Okay, I had a time. I punched the hole here to add the candy cane, and the string broke off. Good to know, because I wouldn't want to use it in a journal and it fall apart. So I already had the eyelet in, so I was going to take this rickrack and tie something on that, which is kind of cute, but I have to wait and see. So I think I want a piece here, and then I actually thought about putting Hope right there. I kind of like that. Or do we like Hope here and Peace here? I think I like that better. I don't know. We need to get this over with because I'm taking way too long. I will do my side 2 of this card tomorrow, so that getting glue everywhere, guys, so that we don't stay on here forever. So I used some Fabri-Tac right there. And then I'm going to put Peace over here on top of Santa. And I'll do a separate video for my second December daily, almost daily card, because this is taking much longer than I thought, and I apologize. I'm just slow, I told y'all. So, you know what? That is the hole for my rings. I can put the hole right there. Let me see if that would look right. Let me pull this one out of this other one, just to make sure. And I don't want pink. So I love it when a plan comes together and you didn't even know it. So there's my eyelet there, so I'll do all my eyelets. I need to finish the back and fix it so it can, well, I'll finish the back in my next video. I'm having an avalanche. Oh, Lord help me. So my next video, we will do the back for the second day. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'm sorry it took so long, but be sure to check out Angela's channel, and I will link that below, and check out all the other people who are part of this collab, and I will link a few people below. I know Pam Van E and BB's Closet Creations are part of it, and I cannot remember who the others are. I apologize. So I will link everybody below that is part of the collab initially, and after that we won't add everybody, or I won't, you know, Angela may. So you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. Know that God loves you, and so do I. Bye-bye.